feel like the end of one song and the start of another is a good point to transition into actual stream. Camera seems to be doing okay. I don't want to drop that too low. I drop my window too low. No? Okay. Good. Good, 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 good. um, so tonight, since people are preoccupied with other things, figure it's a good opportunity to try and go through the rest of the, well, not the rest of, the second third of the Advent calendar that I have. I figure we got through, I think, 8 days last time. Let's try and get through another 8 and hopefully have some fun while we're here. I think my camera's doing okay as far as height. Gives me a good opportunity to kind of like get in here and kind of like read things, but let's angle this a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's a little better. This way, I also have all my Sharpies. So that way, when it comes time to putting in a new color, we get to pick out the new color. But without much further to do on that, the only thing that I can think of to mention before starting into it is that for anybody who sees this before tomorrow, and I'll probably be mentioning it a couple more times throughout the night, is that tomorrow, that be December 16th, right here, 7:30 p.m., we're going to be running a quiet phone, running a it's a new it's a new to us RPG called 10 Candles, where the game is all about telling a story. So I'm going to be taking several of my closer friends, pretty much most of my closest friends, through a kind of like a holiday horror story. So stop on by, check out the chaos, the story, see see where the night takes us. See if anybody lives, see if everybody lives. All depends on what they roll. But without any further ado, let's check out. We're back into puzzles. Exit the game Advent calendar for the Intergalactic race. I think we finished day 8. So let's get this back there. So it kind of covers, let's open a little more. Try to pin this back there. I don't really have anything to weigh it back. But let's see. We were on 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we didn't actually open day 8. So we're a little bit behind where I thought where we would be. So we should try and get through. Let's try and get through day 16 if I can. Yeah, because we are on day 8. But also, I'm thinking I'm probably going to lower the volume of this music a little bit. It's a little too loud. There we go. Make it a little bit more closer to like background sound. That way it's a little bit more comfortable. Let's see here. We're up to day number 8. Second. Wanted to send a message. But, okay, so decent amount of CPU usage. That's not too bad. Actually, okay. 8th of December. You have to hand it to Klaus. The tarot cards idea wasn't that bad. The path they have shown you feels right. Additionally, you are now finally traveling at a decent speed. At quite a speed, in fact, and you seem to be getting faster with every second. Uh, what's with the super speed, Klaus? You shout. That's not me, he calls back, and his usual equanimity has vanished. I'm not in control. Something's pulling us in. He's right. The pull gets stronger and stronger, and then you discover the planet from which the attraction originates. Is that... That looks like a... Oh no! This is Cubus, the cube planet, Klaus shouts in horror. It's super strong. It absorbs everything that comes into its orbit. Klaus appears to be right. Just a fraction of a second later, Cubus swallows you whole. You are starting to get fed up with this. The onboard communicator, starts humming, flickering, and messages begin to appear. Turn the page and open to door number 8. Behind it, you will find one riddle card marked H1. Ooh! Oh no, is it a Rubik's Cube? If this is a Rubik's Cube, we may be here all night. Oh. Oh no, it is! It is! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be bad, you guys. This is gonna be bad. Hello, strangers. Welcome to, or rather, in, the planet Cubus. If you close the door behind you, you will find yourself inside a cube. The only way to leave this planet is to solve the cube by color. To do this, you are only allowed to make 2 rotations of 90 degrees each. Think about everything that rotates when you rotate a row or column of the cube. Oh no. Okay, so 2 rotations forward? No, I don't think that'll work. So looking at this, it can't be... We're missing... Oh, there's the blue. Okay. Okay. Um... Oh boy. Okay, so if we do 2 rotations, they can't be the same box. I don't know how this is gonna go. So my second... Above, below, behind... See, so there's going to be 2 rotations. It's really hard to figure this one out because so there's a blue on this wall, meaning that 1 rotation it has to go back that way. But so if we rotate that direction, then that's all straight, and then we've got red up there. I'm not gonna lie, this one doesn't really seem to make sense. Like, it makes sense, but it doesn't seem to be solvable in my head. You're not good at spatial riddles. Find this one too tricky, no problem. Instead, solve the replacement puzzle. You can find it in the second to last page of the help book. Okay, so second to last page of the help book. Okay, so let's do this one because I'm not very good with spatial rotations right now. Solving this one. Okay. The small yellow and light blue markings on this page edge will help you fold the sheet to find the correct hint. Fold the sheet as usual to find the right clues. Yellow is the first clue. What? On the cover of the replacement riddle, you see many 5-pointed stars and different numbered arrangements. You can find these same stars on the backs of the 2 books. Okay. Is this supposed to be... Crescent moon and shooting star. So A is moon on the left and star on the right. Moon on the left, star on the right. So this wants you to tear this page out to resolve this. So let's tear this out. Can't even really see any of that information, so it's irrelevant at the moment. Hi, bunny. So just to give you a heads up on this one, bunny, there is a Rubik's Cube puzzle in here, but my brain is not, I can't place it in my head, so I'd rather do a replacement puzzle. So with this one, we're getting a bunch of different constellations in here. So moon, star, and looking at these, oh, we've got the bow down here, so that's a 6. Okay. Then if we flip this, what do we got? Nothing really seems to connect there, but I'm thinking it's got to be somewhere up here. Got a just straight line of 5 going across. Does that work for the pitchfork? No, it doesn't seem to be. Nor the diamond, nor the house. So we got maybe this one here. Square of 4. No, I'm not seeing anything for that. So this one also tells you don't get rid of this because you might need it. So we might end up using this later. Let's see. So we found the first one. We know it's the bow. But then if we position the books like this, I don't know. Let's try and find the last one. So if we find number 3. Because that kind of seems to go like straight up from the top in some way. Okay, so that one is the 0. So it's 6 something 0. So we got that down. Okay. It's a little bit Bunny's definitely streaking. It's kind of interesting that they have one of those. It took them that it took them so long to come up with it. Because like that would have been something, I would have done that like right from the beginning. So we need a 6 something and a 0. Yeah, we still need this middle one here. Not having speakers thing is not working. Are you using headphones or is it just quiet? Want to have stream up and something on the TV, PC audio coming to my headset, one earpiece off and oh, I got you. So you're doing kind of like this, where you have just like the one ear off the back. I kind of do that the same. Yeah. um, I'll tell you what. Did you like those ones that I sent you? Because I thought they were kind of cool. Gonna go grab your earbuds. Gotcha. Hmm. See, I have a set that I used occasionally. A pair of skull candies. Um, I liked these. They kind of do the they just sit over the ear. And they're actually really lightweight. I just don't use them for stream because they don't really stay in my ear as easily. So I just kind of like let them sit off to the side. But these were actually pretty nice. And like I said, I don't really use them that often. Oops. Clicking too many different things here. 6 something 0. Oh wait, we already did this one. That was the first one. It's probably not going to be anything involving these stars or these stars, so it's probably this somehow. One, two, three, four, five, six. No, but that's going the wrong way. Oh, it actually has positions for it. So you flip the moon. Oh, okay. That makes things a little bit better. So in that one, we do get the pitchfork. So 640 would be our combination for this one. Let's see. That works. Headset is comfortable when you're wearing it correctly. Yeah. Yeah, I get that feeling. My headset is not the most comfortable at times, so I get that. But we've got our numbers. We got 640, which takes us up to the right, and to the right, which is plus a star and a circle. There we go. Okay. Now I just need a color. So if anybody wants to pick out a color of Sharpie for us to mark door number 9 with. um, so if nobody says anything, I might go with this one over here. I don't think we've used this. I don't even know what color this is. Does it have a name? It doesn't have a name. None of these colors actually have names. Interesting. Good sounds. Let's go with this one here. We're up to, ooh, that's potent. We're up to door number 9. Blessing here. Just looking at a couple of things here real quick. Just looking at a few different things here, sorry. Don't really want to keep that in my cart. Ooh. Excuse me. But we've got that one squared away. typing in changes to directions on a couple of different things. So we got up to door number 9. Oh. Right? We did it. The cube has fallen, you cheer as Klaus confidently steers your spaceship out of the cubus. The last stop definitely had its tricky moments, but it did make you feel really nostalgic. Nostalgia from which you are abruptly torn when Klaus jerks the control stick to the left, then right, then to the left again. You are roughly thrown side to side. Klaus, what on earth are you doing? Trying to get out of the way. Just look out the windshield. You look and immediately understand the reason for the rapid flight maneuvers. You can tell this is definitely written in a European tone of speaking, because I don't think there's an O in maneuvers in the US, is there? A hail of meteoroids rained down on you. The race management's idea of safety leaves a lot to be desired, complains Klaus through gritted teeth. I am not happy about this. You had better tell me how we can get out of here alive, you reply with barely suppressed panic in your voice. We need an emergency plan, Klaus. I have one, Klaus calls from the front. We have to tap into the surveillance satellites. If we know the trajectories of the meteoroids, we can plan a way out of here. Until then, I'll find cover. With these words, Klaus skillfully steers the craft into the slipstream of a particularly large meteoroid. We should be safe here for the moment until we can calculate an escape route. In the meantime, record the positions of the meteoroids on this map. You should be able to place them precisely using the photos from the 4 surveillance satellites. Turn the page and open door number 9. Find 6 riddle cards and 9 meteoroids. Holy crap. Oh boy. Holy. 1 image, 2 image, 3 image, 4 image. Then instructions and a little bag of meteoroids. Oh, these are pretty. I like these. These are nice. Okay. This image from satellites Stargate, Racer, Discover, and Explorer. So you've got a sun in here somewhere. Each image comes from one of the 4 satellites. Meteoroids that are closer to the respective satellites are larger. There are 4 satellites in the vicinity of the Milky Way. Satellites can see meteoroids at a range of up to 3 spaces. Does not apply to the sun. The sun is visible from any distance. Well, that's cool. It doesn't really tell us anything about the sun. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Up to 3 spaces away. I don't have any idea what the codes are for the color. The background images are all identical. Yep, it's the same identical images on all the cards. We have 3, 6, 9 meteoroids. I don't know what the code is for. This is really a weird one. Hmm. This one's a little bit of a head scratcher. Hmm. Wow. So I think this is probably the only way that we can space these out. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just kind of doing a couple of different things here. Ay, ay, ay. So we've got 5 by 5, 5 by 5, 5 by 5. And of course, I should have put it one space higher. But let's see. So for the first one, second is close, fifth is close, third is here, fourth is here and here. Then we've got a close, close. Medium, far, far. So this one's going to be rotated 90 degrees to be fit up here. This guy's got close, close, medium, far, far. Which means if I line all these up on here, rotate that 90 degrees, so then you've got a close, far, right? Yeah? Yeah. So then here and here. We got a close in the middle. Second and third. Second. No, wait, this is supposed to be here and here. Is this guy? No, fuck. Okay, starting over. New page. New page. 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. So if you're at the bottom, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're at 1, 2, 3, which means that this one should be further out, and then this one should be a little closer. And this guy would have to be over here. No, it can't be. That one's throwing me off. That one's throwing me off. That's got to be correct, which means that this has to be correct. So that's got to be our orientations. And I just dropped all the friggin' meteors on my lap. I didn't give myself enough space. Bottom, top, right, left. How many of these did I lose? 3, 6, 8. Only one. That ain't bad. Ugh. Okay. So if that's our setup, I don't really know anything about the sun on this because there's only one of them that sees the sun. So let's see. So if I put close, close, far, far, medium, then you are close, close, medium, far, far, then you are close, medium, medium, far, far, and then you are close, far, medium, far, close. So it would be 513? Maybe? Maybe that's our answer, is 513? Based on this orientation here, it tells us that the galaxies section is the first, then the blue, then the purple. It's my assumption. So we're going from 9. We got 5, 1, 3. Okay, 5, 1, 3. Tells us to go left, left, and down to a circle, diamond, and a star. Hell yeah. Nailed it. Well, let's use that same green that we had. Circle, diamond, star. That's door number 10. Okay. Now to figure out how am I getting all these diamonds back in that. I guess the answer is probably best as just like 2 at a time. Otherwise, I'm going to drop them. They're really cool. They look really nice. These are definitely something that I'm going to add into just things that I have laying around. Okay. Door number 10. Our book. This one's our book. Okay. Door number 10. Figure that out. Oh my goodness, that was close. People may have differing opinions of Klaus's suitability in this race, but he can certainly fly. And you have to give him that. The way he navigated through the meteoroid shower was absolutely first class. Klaus seems to be of this opinion himself. Now I deserve a break, he decides. I need a coffee and a Uranus Rex bar. I want to land first. Otherwise I'll get it all over myself and like I did with the potato salad. That didn't bother you much with the last 3 Rex bars, you think to yourself. However, you have no objection to a break after this breakneck adventure. Klaus heads for the nearest planet. The side window gives you a view of a huge chrome-plated ball. You narrow your eyes in confusion and then open them wide. You've never seen anything like it. The entire planet is mirrored. Everything is reflected here. As soon as you land, immediately you want to take a closer look, but Klaus stops you. Hey, be careful. I've never been here before. People aren't always friendly towards strangers. So before you get out, take this mirror. It will allow you to examine the planet without having to step outside. Just carefully stick your hand through the door. You never know if there's a nasty surprise waiting in hard-to-see cover. It's that sort of thing is not unheard of in the depths of space. Okay, so then we open door number 10. We'll find riddle card J1 and 1 mirror. Okay. Got our mirror. Handy. And view around. Oh boy. There's a cube in here. So just stick your hand in there and you'll see things around, huh? Also, I gotta tell you, that's it's kind of bad. Like, what? Unless we're using the mirror to get like a 3. Like, I can't see some of these things properly in here. This makes no sense. So this is now like the 5th of these that I've had to go, like, wait a second, this doesn't seem to work. And it's like, it just doesn't make sense. Do today's listen to Klaus. Okay, so we look around room 10. Be sure to use the mirror. Stick your hand and mirror through the door and examine all corners. If the room is too dark for you, use a flashlight. This one is like really lacking in instruction. I don't know how easily you guys can see that, but there's writing underneath this little panel right here. And it says WDWAEO. WDWAEO. What? So far, I have to say, out of the 3 boxes that I've done for Exit, this is by far my least favorite. Because they said something about like coordinates on the outside of the box. That's right. I don't think their hint is a good hint on this. Just because they call it being like it's on the outside of the box. I don't think it's on the outside of the box, guys. Have you searched room 10 thoroughly with a mirror? There are a few coordinates hidden on the inside of the calendar box. Cool. With them, you can determine 3 areas of the grid on puzzle card J1. Doesn't the grid on remind you of something? 4 rows, 6 areas each. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this one is telling us, so WD. So it's the old doors, okay. WDWAEO. WD. So 5, 8, EO, 2. 582. Okay. That works a little bit better. I really wish this would just stay further back. I'm ready to just like snap this box. I can't get the lid to stay back. 582. 10. We go right, right, and down for hex Y star. Yeah. Number 11. Another different color. Hex Y star. Door number 11. There we go. Is that even showing up? Not really. Well. That one worked a little better. But again, the instructions on some of these, it's my patience is kind of lacking because of a couple of the puzzles on this just kind of getting me like frustrated. And I don't know if that is just me or if that's design. I want to say it's just me, but I don't know. But after a little exploration on the mirrored planet, you climb back onto the spaceship. Klaus has polished off the last Uranus Rex bar and starts the engine. Or rather, he tries to start the engine. It just makes a few pitiful sputtering sounds and, with a tired whine, dies completely. Ad break. Repairs are your job. Go see what's going on, demands Klaus, and goes fishing in Tom's provision bag again. If he continues like this, he won't fit behind the wheel. You open the panel behind which the technology is located, and your fears are confirmed. Engine damage. It's completely broken. You could see that at a glance. Strange. Even though the spaceship is quite old, it seems odd that the engine would give up so suddenly. It almost seems as if someone had meddled with it. Wait, isn't that a footprint on the dusty ground? Has someone been in here? Either way, the engine needs repairs. Unfortunately, you don't have the necessary tools, let alone spare parts. But then you have an idea. Klaus's shaving kit. You dismantle it in no time. Brilliant! You already have the first spare parts together. You should be able to do some precision engineering now. If only you understood the gibberish in the owner's manual. There's a lot there about choosing the right screws, which wires you should connect together, and how. A complicated looking diagram catches your eye. Please turn the page and open door 11, behind which you'll find 3 riddle cards, K1 through 3. Oh joy. This one might not actually be too bad. Okay. So it's the same image. There's a lot there about choosing the right screws, which wires you should connect together, and how. But there's no instruction about it whatsoever, other than just here's this. It's a Pigpen cipher. Problem is, there's 5 green wires. There's 5 green, 3 blue, 3 red. There doesn't seem to be any inclination of anything on the inside of the box. We just have this. Of the red ones, there's nothing different on the backs, nothing different on the fronts. There's just red, green, and blue. For something labeled as beginner level, this is nowhere near beginner level. There's only 3 of them that are marked for red. 1, 2, 3 of them that are marked for blue, so that should make things a little bit easier to try and figure out those. I mean, even if I trace them, so let's see, red, if I do just the plus bolts, so we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So we got that, 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 I'm genuinely just frustrated with these ones this year. 3 words are printed on bold. Screws. So screws connect together. Okay, yeah. Already did that. Connecting the screws in the room to those sequences. What? All right, so here's the full wording of the hint. 3 words are written in bold across the calendar sheet, 11th December. Screws connect together. You will find 4 different screws on the wall in room 11, arranged in a square. I'm not handling this one well. Problem is the lighting that I have for this one is not making it easy to see. Let me see if I can show you guys the lighting on this one a little better. So yeah, there's that screw down there, and then there's 3 more. Okay. So for the red. Okay, so it's a top shaping U, so that's a K. Left facing O, and then KOP. What? My it's K, and then here, here, here. It's OP, so KOP. Okay, and then blue. Top, bottom, right up. So T. That's going to be the full square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So W. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Ah, okay. Okay. I think I got this pattern figured out here. Okay, so 4 of them. Now that they give me like the information of there are bolts, that significantly makes this a lot easier to handle. This is like beginner level. Okay, so minus, plus, set, green. So that's H. Plus, minus, there. So it's C. What? That already doesn't make sense. Minus, plus, there. HC plus minus T and then minus star. Oh no. Oh no. I'm screwing myself over entirely. It goes that way. Plus square or plus hex star on red. So that's P. There, here, here. O. Green plus minus here. Right? POC. Plus minus. So that's K. Pocket, maybe? Yep, 5 in a row. That's got to be an E. And then plus, minus, star, X, T.
Plus minus star hex. Okay, so then 5, that's W. Minus asterisk minus star hex on green, right? And then we had TCH for the other ones. Pocket watch. Okay. I feel like there was a pocket watch somewhere on the box. So take all these things off. Close the lid of the box. Pretty sure there was a pocket watch somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So what would that be? That'd be like 624 if we went thin to thick. 624 or 426. 624 or 426. Let's see if either of those were. Now, see, if they would have actually given like the information about the bolt being there, that would have been a little bit better. Because it doesn't really tell me like anything in the story about like things being bolted together. There's screws. There's screws. Plenty of screws. Okay, so 624. That will not work. Let's try 426. Up to the right, bottom to the right, and up. Nope. That don't work. Okay, so we got to the whole point of the pocket watch. What's next? Means because a red right angle, blah, 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 blah. 2, 4, and 6. So it's the line thicknesses were a red herring. I would have just been frustrated and given up. Up to the right, up to the right, up to the right. Diamond star L. Number 12. Okay. We're making progress. Halfway through the calendar. Okay. Okay. Big slip of water for this one. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11. We've gotten 4 days in 80 minutes. That's like 20 minutes a day. It's not terrible, but also. Oy, oy, oy. Just take a look at a couple things here. Kind of weird, like if you try and set up things for a purchase, it doesn't really work very well. Okay. No, I was going to set something up, and I'm just like, nah, this might just be easier. Okay. So you're quite proud that you managed to find enough spare parts to get the engine running again. Okay, Klaus no longer has a razor, but they'll survive. Soon, you pass a signpost with several signs, one of which says Space Parking Lot. Wonderful, Klaus says happily and accelerates. It's definitely on the racetrack. When I registered, I was told it was an ideal stopover. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice an octopusian nearby, gesticulating wildly with its 8 arms, but time is running out and you really need to catch up with the others. So you rush past him with a friendly greeting. There will be an opportunity to chat another time. You fly straight ahead for what feels like an eternity, but the space parking lot is nowhere in sight. You're starting to ask yourself whether you should have talked to the octopusian after all, when a planet finally appears in front of you. Klaus lands and you get out. This is not a space parking lot. You find yourself in a dense jungle. The air is humid and heavy. You are fighting your way laboriously through the house-high plants when suddenly you are surrounded by grim-looking warriors. They point their spears at you threateningly. I'm noticing we're kind of a little bit off the screen there. Whoopsie. The warriors talk to you agitatedly, but you understand barely anything. All you can ascertain is that the situation is dire. The warriors seem to insist that you carry out a task involving stone tablets. They give you 4 of them and don't let you out of their sight. Obviously, you're supposed to do something with them. Now open door number 12. Behind you will find 4 strange items in a puzzle. I don't know if that was supposed to be in here or the next room. I'm assuming the next room. So we have 4 tablets. My guess is that we are going to organize these things into a pattern to give us numbers. Okay. Oh, and it looks like we've got a crocodile, a cat. Oh, so there's a bunch of animals. So we're going to find animals. That's going to be our organization on this, is the animals. I'm going to guess that's probably going to go there. Maybe like this. Okay, so orange is a rabbit. So C is the rabbit, which on here is 1. Then the yellow looks like it's like very snaky. Snaily? Yeah, more snaily. But that does not seem make an animal. I mean, it makes a snail, but the rest of the pattern doesn't seem to make anything. Unless it's literally just the snail, in which case the yellow is the number 4. And then our browns. This is definitely the crocodile. Might just have this upside down. I think. There's our feet. There's the head. And the downward pointing tail. Okay. So yeah, it's 3. 3, 4, 1. Probably. Three, 4, and 1. Nope. It's not it. Damn. I thought we had that one like super fast too. So 1 can be correct. 4 is definitely not correct. So let's remake our snail here. But it is definitely a snail. Right? Oh. It's not. The orange is a 7. It's a 7 because there's on the side wall here, there's a ladybug that. Let me put this back together. There's a ladybug that is basically that image. So it's 3, 4, 7. Not 3, 4, 1. So for 3, 4, 7, we go this way, and then back to this way. So we've got L star triangle. There's our lucky 13. Can't see that at all. We made 13. Woo, that one was fast. 10 minutes. Not bad. Day number 13. Thankfully, everything turned out well again. It's hard to imagine what those warriors would have done to you and Klaus if you hadn't figured out the riddle. But whatever. Now you're racing back in the direction of the signpost at incredible speed. It is clear to both of you that you were on the wrong course before. Klaus slams on the brakes as he approaches the signpost. The Octopusian is still there and seems to have been waiting for you.
If only you had spoken to me earlier, it greets you, somewhat flippantly. I would have told you that this signpost is misleading. Someone has deliberately changed it. Unfortunately, there is no trace of the culprit so far.
As you look closer, you can see it too. The space parking lot sign appears to have been twisted and then fixed in the new position with adhesive tape. The Octopusian quickly explains the right way to the space parking lot.
But if you ask me, you don't have the slightest of chances, it says harshly. The others all flew through here long ago. You are by far in last place.
That was a little rough in my throat. Right then, growls Klaus grimly, starting the engine and taking off. When the Octopusian is out of sight, he turns to you. If the others are cheating, then we'll cheat too. I'm now switching to space jump navigation so that I can make up for lost time. Space jump navigation? You ask, confused. Does this old clunker have something as advanced as that? Well, why didn't you say so earlier? On one hand, because you didn't ask. Klaus murmurs as he extends the control panel and hands it over to you. And on the other hand, its use is, let's say, only permitted in acceptable circumstances. Now come on, you calculate the course and I'll fly. Carefully tear out this page and the next one and open door 13. Ooh. So that's why we're extending the panel. Okay. So technically this is supposed to be the way that you're doing these, is you're tearing them out one by one. It's just, I don't really like tearing out the pages. Okay. So we got our whole panel here. And a set of coordinates. Oh, hey, look, our Octopusian. And another one of these symbols here. A roll of adhesive tape. There's been a few of these doors. But let's see. Flight protocol, space jump maneuver part 1 and part 2. Okay. Okay, insert the control panel correctly. Find the starting position. Follow the flight protocol. Target points to the flight instructions. Move the spacecraft accordingly. Draw trajectories between the portals. Okay. Execute space jumps correctly. Connected wormholes look similar. Entry direction equals exit direction. Code from left to right. So if we do like 5, 7, 0. Oh! Aha! Okay, so turn left and fly straight ahead. From where? Gotta find the starting position. Okay. We got everything situated properly. We gotta find the starting position and follow the flight protocol 570. 570, so wherever the starting position is. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. We're all the way down here. Good, it's being held up. Perfect. Okay. So we need to turn left and fly straight ahead. But turn left and fly straight ahead. Okay. Is this not the right size for this? No, it's pretty close. Ish. That's better. I need some scotch tape, I guess. Okay, so there's still nothing on that one because it's still in the map. 4, 9, 5. Doesn't really mark anything other than turn right. So pointing north. So we're pointing north right here. 229. There's no wormholes. The only wormholes I'm seeing are there and there, but there's no wormhole here unless it's like turn left and go forward. How far forward? Oh. I'm going to go grab some tape. We'll be right back. I don't have any tape in here. Okay. Back with tape. I don't want this thing to move. That's pretty much spot on, I feel. Okay. So that ain't moving. That ain't going anywhere. Okay. Starting position's down here. We're pointing that way. We can't turn left. Okay. So 5, 7, 0. Fly straight ahead. Turn right. And then turn right. So we're literally pointing backwards. Okay, so we're here and we're pointing that way. Four, 9, 5. Okay. Turn left. Turn left. Dive into the wormhole. What wormhole? There is no wormhole. Let's go back. 5, 7, 0. Positioned dead center on this. Fly straight ahead. Turn right. Turn right. Fly straight ahead. Let's try turn right. Turn right. Okay. So we're here now. 4. Turn left. 9, 5. Turn left, dive into the wormhole. So we're here. Turn left, and we go into the wormhole. So the other wormhole exit is up here. Okay. So I'm actually gonna draw these things out here because this is getting very convoluted. Splitting half and then into thirds. And then over here into thirds. That gives us our whole grid on this thing. So we start down there. We got a 2. Okay, and then we come out of the warp at 2, 2, 9. Exit the wormhole. So if we came in from this side, we come out this side in this direction. So we fly straight ahead. And then turn left. So we're on the 3rd grid there. We fly down and we go to the left. Okay, and then 4, 7, 0. Turn left. Turn right. Turn right. Hold up. 229. Exit the wormhole. Oh. That's on my fault on that one, because it states that we don't change direction, we keep going the same direction that we were going. So if we entered going that way, we keep going that way. Keep going that way. So we exit and we go left, or fly straight ahead, and then turn left. Okay. 4, 7, 0. Turn left. Turn right. And then turn right, turn right. Okay, so we exit there and we made this pattern. So we make a 5 and we're right at a wormhole. So I'm assuming that the next code, 742, is going to start off with enter the wormhole. 742. Dive into the wormhole, yes. So we're still facing in that direction. Exit the wormhole, fly straight ahead. Seven, 4, 2. Okay, 4, 2, 9. Turn left. Fly straight ahead. Turn left. It's probably going to be like it's either a 6 or a 0 based on this pattern here. 0, 9, 4. Okay. Turn left. And turn left. And then we're complete. So 5, 6, 2 is our answer. I'm just hoping that this is correct. 5, 6, 2. See, this is what I was expecting to deal with as far as the whole setup for this one. This was actually probably one of the, like, I think 3 so far, 3 or 4 that I've actually enjoyed. And it actually made sense to me. On a beginner level. Up, up, up. Hexagon, triangle, star. Yes. And now to find another color, one I haven't used yet on this box, let's go with red. So I'm starting to feel a little bit Sithy. Okay. 14. Need to reposition things. So I don't like that I don't have light. There we go. That's a little better. It's kind of tough trying to find the right spot for these things sometimes. Okay, December 14th. Klaus grins at you. I told you that the space jump would help us to catch up. Then he points diagonally upwards. That's the space parking lot. He's about to fly steeply upwards when suddenly, out of nowhere, rope ladders are lowered in front of your windshield. A burly man in a uniform next to the spaceship. Appears next to the spaceship.
Stop immediately.
He barks at you.
We have received a report that this spacecraft may not be in compliance with safety regulations. We shall need to investigate further. Until we get a pass from the lab, you are prohibited from any further space travel.
But, you and Klaus shout in unison. However, the safety guy just raises his index finger in reprimand and says,
Safety is of the utmost importance.
I don't think that's supposed to be there. That quotation mark. Then he points to the rope ladders.
If you really want to continue on your journey now, then go on foot and use the sky ladders. Just make sure you climb the right way, otherwise you might end up elsewhere. And elsewhere is a pretty dark planet. You don't want to go there, believe me.
Completely astonished, you get out of the spaceship with Klaus and watch as the man speeds away with it.
I want to know who ratted us out,
says Klaus, rubbing his unshaven chin. Then he reaches into his pocket and hands you a telescope.
Here, take a look. This will definitely give you a better idea of which rope ladder we need to use.
Turn the page and open door 14, behind which you will find 2 riddle cards and 2 strange items, paper clips.
Okay.
Where is it opening? Oh, it opens in the corner. Is that a misprint? Or intentional? So we're gonna make a telescope, I guess. We got paper clips. Okay. Looks like we have ladders. We have a red, a green, a blue, and a black, I think. I'm going to need some light on this one. Haha! Bot. Got it. There's a black hole. This one's going to be a little tricky. Come on, I turned off the flashlight. There we go. So we got 2 paper clips. We got to wrap something up. It really wants us to tear apart the books. So December 14th, part that's not visible. And then we have where the paper clips mark up. Did it tell us to turn the page? Please turn the page. Yep. I need to read better. Let's see here. We have our 2 paper clips. Section marked as not visible. Making a telescope. It's 1 piece. And then another piece. Okay, and then it tells us to look inside, I guess. Twist the telescope 3 times. Use each letter that you find. I know you like a riddle card, so finding letters won't be hard. They hide in plain sight at the back, nicely colored, not just black. If you follow these clear clues, you will know which arrow you should use. Code from left to right. Okay, this one's going to be really annoying. Really annoying to do on here. Use each letter that you find. So there's a problem. I have all these down here, but it doesn't give me any indication unless it's supposed to be like, oh, that's where that one's supposed to go. I don't know what it wants on this one again. So I'm looking at this one and I like this style. This is nice. It's just not giving. 14, right? Assemble the telescope and place the room 14, paying attention to the top and bottom markings. Talks about riddle cards at the back. Okay. So this is where this becomes very difficult to do on a desk because it is telling us to look at the back of the box and use a telescope. So we got an O and an E on the back of the box. That's about it. O and an E. O and an E. Finding letters won't be hard. They hide in plain sight at the back. Nicely colored, not just black. So we got OTE. Okay, so if we're supposed to use the red arrow because we've got the green and the blue and the black back here. So if we use the red arrow, above and below. Okay. I really do not feel that this is beginner level. Really do not feel that this is beginner level at all. So we've got an O. O was on the blue, right? Ugh. Blue O, black T, green E. So blue O. We got a 3. Black T. 3, 1. It's either 311 or 310. Which gives us down, left, down, left. It's not it. 310. Up, left, down, left, plus diamond square. There we go. Number 15. Plus diamond triangle is 15. Okay. I don't remember what these were for. Paperclip, I think. Good. Toss that thing over my shoulder. If you couldn't tell, these ones are actually a lot more frustrating compared to the previous 2 calendars that I've done. I may have had more energy if I did these as more separate things like they were intended. Burger King food. How you doing? How you doing, senpai? Oh man, I'm just losing my mind on a couple of these things. Doing all right? I'm glad to hear that. I am just going through puzzles and hurting my brain. So tonight may end up being a short stream because there's some of these puzzles that they're. It says on the box that this is supposed to be beginner level. Yeah, some of this stuff might be beginner level, but it's a lot more convoluted and tricky than most of the more advanced puzzles that I've done in the past. Like full-on escape rooms are easier than these. And escape rooms, I got to solve like what, 10 puzzles in 60 minutes with a group of people. And these ones are, some of them take a half an hour. It's kind of, oh, got a real good crack in my neck there. But yeah, so like, let's see, we've been going for 2 hours. Let's say we've been going for 2 hours, 120 minutes. We've done day 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We've done 7 of them in 120 minutes, so that's about a little bit under 20 minutes each. And I've had to look at the hints for half of them. Like, I've looked through so many hints on these things. This is nowhere near beginner level in my mind. Either that or my brain is not able to think outside the box the last 2 times that I've attempted this. But at least we're getting some interesting story. Because now we're on to day 15. The next morning, you wake up next to Klaus in the space parking lot. You were so exhausted after climbing the ladders that you went straight to sleep on 2 of the rest area benches. Klaus is still snoring softly, his sizable stomach rising and falling regularly. Once again, you notice that he has gained weight since you met in the bar. Sitting behind the wheel for a long time, and Tom's Food's provisions are definitely having an effect. You look around and think you see your spaceship at the other end of the parking lot. It seems like it has already been checked and left there by the security guards. You quickly wake up Klaus and you head over together. You walk a short distance along a low wall, then past an old caravan. But who left this here? Now, in daylight, this no longer looks like a parking lot. More like a large junkyard. There's our old clanker, Klaus calls and rushes to your spaceship. There is a new, shiny safety seal on the license plate. Great. Now we don't have to get around another routine check until the year 2398. You, on the other hand, can't quite share his joy. Klaus? Look. We have a problem. We can't get out of here like this. To the right, to the left, in front of and behind the spaceship, debris is piled up everywhere. Some debris has even landed on the roof. You're completely blocked in. Now, what kind of idiot did that? Klaus exclaims, exasperated. Your busy day yesterday left you exhausted, and as a result, you have slept quite deeply. Someone must have been able to distribute the scrap metal in peace. It looks like the other race participants left their calling card. There's nothing else for it. The debris needs to be cleared away. You roll up your sleeves and purposely grab a piece. Thanks to the low gravity, it is easier than you thought. Soon, the junk is whirling away through the air. Now open door number 15, behind which you'll find one riddle card marked N1. Oh, what have you been up to tonight, Hal? Was tonight a stream night? Oh, we're surrounded by junk. We got alien graffiti over there and over there. Oh boy. As you struggle, Klaus adds in a conversational tone. This place was supposed to be guarded. Hey, only clear away the debris that is really in the way or actually on the spaceship. Stand upright on the lot and grab the components and doors lying around and throw them to the air. Don't throw it too close to anyone though, and keep one eye open for other ships. Look at the mess. If you find any useful stuff in the debris, put it in a box. It might come in handy. I'm going for a snack. Let me know when you are done. Okay, so place debris upright on doors. Place debris upright on doors. Close one eye. Look at the box. Okay. So the doors that we've been into, we've found some of these. With debris on them. So it wants us to open up all of the doors. There are some that have debris on them. Not that one. Oh, geez. Just to give you an idea of this. Is there any up here? No? Good. How about here? No? Good. Okay. Oh boy. So we're gonna have to look at this thing from like a downward angle here. So I'm gonna take the webcam off and we're gonna try this. What are you connected to? Perfect. So if we place all these doors perfectly upright, there are still some that get in the way. So what do we got? Like a 759? Because keep in mind, this I think is mirrored. Yep, it's mirrored. So, oh no, that might be a 3. So 359? Can't really tell. I might have to actually look at this one sideways. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, so if I take a look at this thing, yeah, it's like 359. It doesn't really line up properly for my vision, so I'm just gonna go with it 359, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put in our code 359. We're on day 15, which is right here. Flip this over, telling us to go down, down right, off the box. Nope, it's not 359. Problem is, I can see everything. I just don't know where it lines up. Like, I could see it, I just can't picture it. So this one I don't really consider as like looking at the rules. I'm just like, I just need to know which one are we looking at here. I was actually like stupid close. 759, not 359. Because of that dash there made me think of a 3 because it kind of hooked off at the bottom. 759. Okay. So from door 15, we go down, down to the left and left. Square, moon, X. That's our door. And let's go with how I'm feeling right now. A little gray. That doesn't write worth a damn. How about a little more apropos? Feeling kind of blue. So I already did red because I was seeing red with these damn things. I don't even know what just fell. I heard something fall. No idea what it was. I'll deal with that later. Day 16. Last one for the night. Oh. Finally, you're back in the spaceship with Klaus. You have left the planet and are making good progress. Suddenly, the rabbit's sleigh appears in front of you. Klaus follows closely. The rabbit looks back over his shoulder, sees you, and increases the pace. Then he takes a sharp left turn. What's happening? You yell in shock. The racetrack continues straight ahead, not to the left. Maybe he knows a shortcut, says Klaus. I'll stick with him. Before you can protest, he takes such a sharp turn that you are almost thrown out of your seat. A planet comes into view and the rabbit heads toward it. My throat. Klaus follows him incessantly. Shortly before landing, a realization strikes him. Oh no! Please stop! I don't deserve this! He hits the brakes and tries to make a U-turn, but without success. You are already far too close, and shortly afterward you land roughly on the planet. It's a trap! I should have known. Now we're stuck. What's going on? You ask, looking anxiously out the window. It doesn't actually look that dangerous outside. This planet is called Whammaram, Klaus explains, burying his stubbly face in his hands. He looks completely shattered. What's so bad about Whammaram, Klaus? You ask carefully. There's a very annoying song playing on Whammaram, Klaus manages to say, and it's playing on a continuous loop. There's something about Christmas. This evil planet cannot harm the rabbit. He likes the song. I have a very strong feeling I know exactly what the song this is. You look out the window, and sure enough, some distance away, your competitor has climbed into the seat of the sleigh and is dancing with his ears swinging wildly to music that you cannot hear due to the soundproof walls of the spaceship. Why don't we just take off again without opening the doors? You suggest. It doesn't work, Klaus replies. We are kept on the planet by a powerful tractor beam. To deactivate it, you need a code, and it has more or less directly to do with this song. The only way to work out the code is to get out and hum along loudly. The problem is, once you start humming the song, you won't stop for months. It's the nastiest catchy tune of all time. Please turn the page. Oh, more story. Klaus desperately hits the dashboard with his palm. The rabbit knew that this would be hell for me. You bet he got me involved in this on purpose. I won't let it happen to me. Not again. And with that, he takes a pack of broccoli out of a bag, decisively slams the door behind him, and barricades himself in the cockpit. Now it's your turn to hum. Turn the cards so all the notes are visible. Hum Last Christmas, syllable by syllable. You don't need the words. You must know the tune. Place them correctly and we'll depart soon. Open door 16. 4 items labeled Christmas song. Okay. Okay, so this isn't terrible. It's just I've been avoiding that song. Maybe? Bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba 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 ba. I think that's our answer. So we got 662. These are the ones that I like. Like this to me is like the beginner level of puzzles. So we got our 662, which brings us so we go from here. So much music. To the right, up and to the right for a hex, a triangle, and a circle. Which gets us to door number 17. Let's pick another color. Something we haven't used. Hex, triangle, circle. Woo! We made it, you guys. Made it through 16 days. So that's a lot of puzzles. 16 puzzles in 2 streams. Meaning we've got 8 more puzzles to go. Might be part of next week's stream. And then we finish all that out for the holidays. Because that would be the 22nd. That would make sense. Knock them all out. Made it most of the way through. I do think I'm going to have to swap that camera around though, because that one shouldn't be mirrored, but it kind of works better mirrored in a sense, because then I'm actually pointing into the screen as opposed to away. But managed to get through it. Oh man. But yeah, tonight's a short night. Because tomorrow is going to be a bit of a busy day. And it's going to be hopefully a fun night. Because tomorrow night, starting 7:30 p.m., is going to be our it's going to be a special RPG stream. We're going to be playing a game called 10 Candles. It is story focused. There's almost no stats to anything. It's just your character is a name, a virtue, a vice, a moment of hope, and a breaking point. And that's it. That's all you need to know. Every item that you find is something that you have to collect and describe how you found it. Scenarios are going to be them just kind of describing how they try and push forward into the situation that I present them with. And throughout the night, they'll be rolling some dice. I will be rolling digitally. They will have the option to either roll digital or physical, depending on whether or not they have the dice or want to roll that many dice, because everything, they're going to start off needing to roll 10 dice at a time. And we'll see where things go from there. the story is not going to be a happy one. It's going to be scary, hopefully. I'm hoping that I've got some scary stuff in the works. But if this one works out well enough, and we deem that it's like, this is actually kind of a fun system to play, then this may become a seasonal thing. So with that all squared away, I think that's where the stream is going to call a night. Let's see who's online, because it's early enough that it's worth sending out a raid. Who's up? Who's on? Who's doing what? Oh, you know what we could do? We could actually take things over to Tony again. Looks like he's doing his Nuzlocke again. I believe it's Pokemon Fire Red this time. So, what do you guys say? Let's go pop over to Tony. Call it an early night. Tell Tony hi. Let's see what whiskey he's drinking tonight. And for everybody who came by tonight, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I'm sorry that I wasn't as upbeat with these puzzles. I was just getting frustrated with them. Normally they aren't this hard. But maybe that's just me trying to think about, like, okay, I'm doing puzzles in the span of 2.5 hours that would normally take, like, let's say a half hour per puzzle. I think I did, what, 9 of them? I did like 5 hours worth of puzzles in 2.5 hours. Normally I would be like looking things over more thoroughly, but maybe we'll have some more time next week to kind of place things over. So again, let's go say hi to Tony. Tell him hello. Wish him a happy holidays. And until the next time I see you guys, again, tomorrow night, going to be doing the game here. Friday, not sure what Friday is going to be yet. Might be Phasmophobia because they've got the new update. But we shall see how things play out during the week. Hal, thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good time here. I hope you had a great night. If I don't talk to you before the holidays, I hope you have a very safe and fun holiday. Bunny, I'll be talking to you a little bit here soon, because I got a question to ask. And I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care. And remember, life is too short to be bored. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and let's have some fun and make some good memories. Until the next time, take care, you guys.